Hello Leo, Johnny Alchemy here. Thank you again for joining me on my channel. We're going to be doing your monthly reading for March 2024. Again, this is going to be a general reading, so take what resonates and leave what doesn't. This is a collective reading. And I encourage you, if you at any point feel like this reading is not resonating with you, to also check out your other sun, moon, or rising signs. My readings have been becoming a little bit more specific lately, some of them, and I can understand if some things definitely don't resonate for some of you guys out there. So check out that sun, moon, or rising sign readings for some of you. They might give you some better insight toward what you might be going through, etc. But with that said, let's get into your reading, Leo. Okay, let's talk about things from the past. This could be things that you may have gone through in February or longer. Okay, so first off, we got some fives here. So first of all, Five of Wands. Five in general for numerology, in terms of tarot numerology, talks about, it goes from its place of stability, which is four. Imagine like four legs on the table, four poles, you can make a tent, all that other stuff. The five goes into a place of disharmony, if you will. So if anything in the past talks about any type of challenge, any type of imbalance of some kind, especially Five of Wands here. So in the reverse, especially if there are people or situations that caused you inner conflict, caused you frustration, people who were immature also, who have been really trying to fight for your attention or your energy as well. As you can see here in this card, that's very much that. People who are fighting, asking to be heard, trying to get the center of attention, etc., causing a very frustrating situation, combative at its worst, and aggressive. So things like that. People who really want to drain you ultimately at the end of the day. So here in that reverse, it's saying, those situations you might have had to deal with people like that in your social circles, family, friends, community, all of those things, even people online, all this other stuff. We also got the Five of Pentacles here. So again, that five, as I said before, anything here where you feel like, I think for some of you, you were really trying to find out, or you're stuck between two perspectives. The Five of Pentacles is all about this. These people are in a difficult situation, being left out in the cold. For some of you, if you have felt that way, especially in terms of people or situations that could cause that. But also in terms of perspective, these people have a church right in front of them. They have those five pentacles in that stained glass where they could find opportunity for shelter, for warmth, for safety from the elements, for peace and rest, etc. So here it's saying, for some of you, you might have been trying to work on shifting your focus. I think here with that Five of Wands as well, I think here you may be shifting your focus in that reverse of that Five of Wands, putting less energy out on those people or situations and trying to focus your energy on things that are more positive, things that can actually help you, move you forward in life, provide you solutions, etc., instead of the conflict, the drama, the draining energy, all of those things. Six of Pentacles as well in the reversed. So I think here for some of you, you really have been trying to focus on yourself, trying to give back mainly to yourself and not to others. In the upright, this would suggest giving like your abundance or your resources to people less fortunate, balancing those things out. In the reverse, is kind of saying that you are trying to tip the scales more to you. Is more giving back your resources, energy back to yourself, trying to find more balance and stability back to who you are and the things that you need to make you feel secure, happy, stable, etc. So here definitely, I think there's a more focus on self in terms of maybe things that you were going through in February or longer, releasing people or situations that distract you and lower your vibration, and to really focus on yourself, bringing back more abundance into your life. So now, let's move on to, from the past, we move on to the present, talking about just things you might be going through in March in general. So we got two major arcanas, and we also got more pentacles for some of you. So ending of a cycle here, 10 of Pentacles. it's saying, also, if there is, with all these pentacles, you even have more down here, which I'll touch upon, but if there is things with money, especially, if there's a lot of money that's been going out, from your pocket, or like any type of abundance that is leaving you in terms of your resources or even just your energy. Here, I think for some of you, you're learning how to get back into balance with that. As I said, with that Six of Pentacles as well. I think with that also, it's saying, that you're going to learn how to focus more on your resources, your energy, how to not give back to those around you who don't deserve it, or to be getting into the illusions of, here it talks about certain lifestyles, saying like, oh, I should need this certain things, or I want to invest or give my money towards certain situations or circumstances, but can I really afford it? Maybe I can't, but sometimes we do it anyway. Here I think it's becoming more wiser with what your resources, money, etc., investments are. And that's so here with that ending of a cycle, I think here there's a life lesson learned, which I'm going to touch upon with these other two cards. So here I think it's the learning and the ending of a certain life lesson if there has been a lot of energy, money, resources that have been spent on situations or circumstances, even people, as I said, with that Five of Wands, certain situations. Even the Five of Pentacles, where it was kind of like, not worth it in the end of the day, where you may have lost out in some type of way. Maybe you had to sacrifice a little abundance, but maybe it honestly wasn't worth it for you in a certain sense. So here, because I also see here, as I said, we got two more major arcana in terms of things that you're learning from during the month of March. We got the Justice card here in reversed. So here, again, balance and fairness, and also the fact that there are actions and consequences for everything. That's what justice is all about. So here, I think for some of you, it's saying, with that Ten of Pentacles, as I touched upon before, and again, with those fives, it's saying, with every action of giving energy, resources, money to situations that ultimately just are there to drain you, there is a consequence for that. I think for some of you, you might be coming into terms with that, realizing here, because this comes underneath that Five of Wands. It's saying, like, oh, I invested something in a certain situation or person, and ultimately it just led to frustration. And now I know better. I become wiser. I'm learning how to be fair in terms of my accountability and consequences and all this other stuff. And sometimes, we can't beat ourselves up over that. Sometimes we just have to learn from experience. That's ultimately our whole point here as humans. That's the human experience, is to learn through living. So I think here, in terms of a big life lesson, since this is major arcana, it talks about, actions and consequence, and I'm going to get into things like karma, etc., in terms of what we put our energy out is what we get back, and just like, again, I think for some of you, you're getting back to fairness toward yourself and balance, because we got scales here. As I said, with that Six of Pentacles, and you also see scales with the Justice card. I think you are starting to gain back into balance. It's going to give you a sense of balance where you're going to focus more on yourself now. And in terms of, as I said, karma, Wheel of Fortune reversed. So here, I think for some of you, if there is any moment where you feel like, that if you really felt left out in the cold, or like frustrated with a certain situation, or you felt like abundance was like not there for you, or maybe that it was being invested in something wrong, or something that was not ultimately worth it, I think here with the Wheel of Fortune card in the reverse, it's saying, you are on that you might be going through that bottom of the wheel, which we all go through. Trust me, we are no judgment here. This is just how life works. I've been on the bottom of the wheel many times in my life as well, just because it was my turn. So really it's saying, that I think from there you have to learn certain things from sometimes negative or troublesome or difficult experiences in order to move up back to the top of the wheel, So I think here for some of you, because this talks about karma, just like that Justice card does. So it's that learning process. Life continues to move forward. We learn from things, good or bad. It does not matter. Sometimes we learn the best things from the worst situations. And sometimes we all need that. I know I've learned a lot of my wisdom from real crap situations in my life, very scary ones, So I think here for some of you, it might be the same type of wisdom where you are learning things from a different perspective, and ultimately it's going to help you move forward in life, where you're going to be back on the top of the wheel, where things are going to be where you're going to have that vantage point with that wisdom, with that knowing, with that learning, to look at it in a place from a higher perspective, higher knowledge in your higher self, if that makes sense. So as we move forward from things in March, let's talk about things in the future or big themes to think about for the month. Yeah, new beginnings for you. Yeah, definitely. So Pentacles, some more money, stability. There's something here with those types of things. It could be even a new job opportunity or career, something, you know, a side hustle, business, whatever it is that you're working on. But if there's anything with abundance or resources, I think here it's saying a few things. As I said with that Wheel of Fortune, that Wheel of Fortune can almost kind of be like the ending of a cycle, because that is the literal 10 of the major arcana. And you actually already got the 10 of Pentacles. So, okay, yeah, so there is an ending of a cycle here on that sense of that earth energy in terms of your finances or anything like that, where you're going to be given a new opportunity of new abundance. And I think here with the Ace of Pentacles, it's saying like this, they're giving you a seed of some kind. The universe is giving you an opportunity. It's not giving you like the abundance. It's giving you the opportunity, the seed of abundance. And it's just saying to you, like, this is an opportunity. You have to plant it. You have to nurture it. You have to take care of it. And it'll grow into something more in time if you just invest the energy in there. And I think for some of you, as I said, that was the whole point of some of this learning, is to know what's worth your time, what's worth your investment. And then ultimately, that's what's going to give you the true abundance. And you maybe had to go through that process of elimination and learning in terms of knowing what is not meant for you, what is not worth your time, all of those things. So here I think there's going to be a new opportunity for you. Even more so, even with this, the Page of Pentacles as well. Again, like it's really just saying, you know, you're going to take this seed and you're going to start something new with it. You're going to build new abundance. In the reverse here, it's just like that 10 of, this comes right underneath that 10 of Pentacles. So same exact story as I said all around, you know, you're going to start learning. You're going to start investing your time, energy, and effort into new skill sets, into new ways of learning in order to make this abundance. You know, this is going to be, as I said, this is a learning process for some of you. I think this is a big lesson that you're going to learn, because that's what all the pages are all about. They're like the students and messengers of the tarot. So they're here to learn something new, to maybe relearn something new, to reframe it in a way that is better for you, or where you are, where it makes sense for where you are at your life right now. So I think here there's going to be a lot of new opportunity for you to create new abundance with the things that you have now. And love to see this. So because we also got the 4 of Wands here. So in terms of a big theme, I think it's just going to be success. This is a new milestone for you. You know, and I think here it's really saying as well, you know, there's things here talking about friends, family, community, who are waiting for you at this milestone, who are going to celebrate this new abundance with you. As you can see here, all these grapes are growing from these 4 wands right here. And as I said with the 4, when I was referencing the 4 is all about stability. You know, it's like the 4 is talking about, you know, a new home, you know, what was it? It's really saying that there is abundance from this new stability you're going to create for yourself. And there are going to be people there who you can share it with, and people there who are going to celebrate with you and acknowledge that with you as well. So definitely wonderful things for some of you out there. Definitely saying, like, you know, lots of pentacles. So something with resources, money, energy that you are really investing in, and that you're really learning big life lessons in. So now these next 3 cards are going to be energies you are dealing with or have dealt with, and that you're going to be releasing for the month of March. 2 of them right there. Awesome. Love that. Yeah. That's been coming up. 10 of Swords has been coming up a lot. You have the Ace of Cups, 10 of Swords, absolutely. And you love that. High Priestess, love. Okay, so Ace of Cups. Yeah, it's really saying anyone that has been draining you, really. Anyone who has been taking from your cup of emotional fulfillment. Anyone who has been taking your energy, your emotions, all of those things, who has been drinking from that cup and leaving it dry. That's the imagery that I get in my mind. Literally, this saying the Ace of Cups, you know, it's like this emotional fulfillment, this love, these emotions that you may invest into, and that there are people or situations that drain it and that don't refill it. You know, that leave it dry. I think here for some of you, you're going to learn how to let those people and situations go, and you're going to protect that more. I think you're going to be much more, you're going to have a certain wisdom here, just as with that high priestess that came up. You're going to be wiser to those people and situations where you might be more guarded around them. You might have stricter boundaries around those things, or you might just detach or even not bother with that, since you know that they may be, those situations or people may be draining to you. So here the Ace of Cups, in terms of things that are getting that are releasing from you, are any type of blocked emotions, and also releasing yourself from situations where people drain you. Ten of Swords comes in the same row with that 10 of Pentacles, and also that 10 in terms of the Wheel of Fortune right there. I mean, you can't make this stuff up. 10, 10, 10. It's really saying ending of a cycle. You know, there's a certain cycle ending for some of you where you're really focusing on yourself. It's not about other people anymore. I think here, in terms of the 10 of Swords, it's saying if there was an old version of yourself where you gave a lot to people or situations that just weren't meant for you, and so now you're letting that old version of yourself die, and now here I think there's a wiser, more fair person who is born from those experiences, where you're going to start to cater to your needs and take care of yourself above anyone else. You're not going to find any type of validation from the external. You're going to find it from the internal, from within. So definitely 10 of Swords here, ending of a big cycle. You could see that 10, 10, 10 right all next to each other. You can't make this stuff up, really. We also got the High Priestess. So here, I think it's really saying, again, this wisdom, this knowledge, this learning process, it's going to start to make itself clear to you. I think the High Priestess here is there was a certain intuitive message that was trying to get through to you in some type of way. Maybe it was very subtle at first, and now it's going to start to make much more sense, and that voice is going to be much more profound and much more impactful, and you're going to feel it on that intuitive, instinctual level. You know, there's going to be a deeper knowing, not a thinking, not a process. It's just knowing from experience. So I think here what was being released is any blockages toward your higher self, your higher knowing, any type of spiritual wisdom or knowledge that is, I think really it's making its way to you for this month of March, in terms of learning fairness, learning from past actions, and ultimately it's going to change your fate. It's going to change that wheel into something different. You know, and so now these next 3 cards are going to be blessings from the universe, things that are coming your way for the month of March. What do we have for Leo here? Come on, give me something. There we go. You can't make this stuff up, I swear to God. One more, come on, give me Leo. What do we got for Leo? I'll just do, yeah, okay. So, as I said, you can't make this stuff up. High Priestess, High Priestess. There's a message. There's a spiritual wisdom, knowledge, knowing that is coming to you. The blockages are leaving you, and it will come in to you for the month of March. So again, there's a spiritual knowledge, there's a deeper knowing, a subconscious deeper knowing from within. You're going to connect with your higher self and your deeper knowing, definitely. Queen of Swords, it comes right next to the Justice card, and they are very much the same person. You know, the Justice card, again, this person, the Queen of Swords, she knows. She knows from experience. And just like that Justice card, as I said, you learn from past experiences and from action and consequence. You learn from the past. So here with the Queen of Swords, it's saying, you know, you are going to have very clear knowledge on certain situations and people. You're going to also learn how to make very strict boundaries from that past knowledge that you now turn into wisdom. You know better from certain situations. So now you are willing to accept certain things in your life, but if it comes to you and you know from past experience it's not worth your time, you will use that sword in the other hand to cut off their head, to hold them back, to not allow them to cross a line, you know? So you are able to create certain boundaries with your communication, etc., to know what you will allow in and out of your life. And the Star card, love to see this. So it's really saying, I think there's a rebirth process for some of you from this new knowledge from the past. You're able to become someone new, someone more authentic. you know, to who you are. As I said, this is not about other people. There's no external validation here needed. I think there is something internal that you're learning about yourself and the things that you need now. And I think that's going to shine and make itself known, especially for the month of March. Finally, the last 3 cards. Oh, yeah, you. Okay. Are going to be themes about what this reading may be about. That first card was color. Love to see that. What else we got? What do we have for Leo? These cards keep popping up for, I think, for the last 2 readings. The same ones. Crazy. Okay, got you. Okay, so these ones, I know this one popped up for, I think, all of you fire signs. This is probably collective energy for a lot of you. Transformation. Yes. I mean, what did I say with all those 10s? The things that are ending. There are things ending, and you're transforming from things from the past into someone new with new wisdom, new knowledge. So definitely big transformations for some of you. Big confirmation right here. Color. Here, I think I said this for another reading. I don't remember, but there was another reading that got this, and it's saying the same thing, where it's saying, you know, what was it? You know the light and the dark. You know the black and the white. You know how life is at its worst. You know life at its best. You know, or you will know life at its best here for this month. I think it's going to open up a lot of vibrancy in your life. Ultimately, what I'm saying is, when you know the polarity of black and white, everything in between is all of those colors, you know? And I think here for some of you, you're going to learn and see life in very new, different perspectives, in ways that you never thought that you could before. And something that could be black and white, now you see it in all the different shades, all the different colors. Even things from the past that may have been hurtful or negative or conflicting, you can see them in new light and in different color as well. Even things from the future in the light as well. So here, I think for some of you, expect a lot of perspective shift. I look back to that 5 of Pentacles, a lot of perspective shift, where things are going to you're going to see them in much different ways, and you're going to be able to make sense of them, find new intuition, knowledge, and wisdom from them as well. So definitely color. Finally, soul journey. Yeah, absolutely. This is a journey for you, for your soul, for who you are. I mean, I see here the High Priestess definitely talks about the soul, talks about the subconscious, the yin, feminine energy. So definitely that is the soul. And I think for some of you, journey, yeah, we got the what was it? Those major arcanas. Because after the Wheel of Fortune is the actual Justice card. So really, there is a consecutive growth here for some of you in that major arcana Fool's journey that can be seen here as well. You're learning things in consecutive order. You're moving forward step by step. So here there is a soul journey, which is that Fool's journey for some of you. The whole point of it, that we all go through. We have to learn these big lessons at different times of our life over and over, you know? So I think here for some of you, it's the same exact thing. So definitely I see this here for some of you Leos out there for the month of March 2024. I hope some of this resonated with you. If it didn't, I encourage you to check out your sun, moon, or rising readings as well for further insights and see if that hits better. But if it did, please don't forget to hit that like button, leave me a comment if you wish, and do not forget to subscribe if you haven't. I want to say a big thank you to any new or returning viewers. I very much appreciate your time, taking the time actually to be with me and do this reading as well. So that's all I have for you. I want to say thank you again so much. I want to wish you well, and I will see you next reading. Thank you and goodbye.